Okay, let's turn on the Simplex here. No need to ground balance on this one. This is just a numbers deal, right? There's a bunch of gold in there. I'll just sweep it over this Simplex coil here, right? Big piece of gold. 19, right? Smaller gold ring, 14 karat. Most of these, I think all of these are gold, 14 karat gold. 14 karat small gold ring. 20, right? This little ring reads up the same as that huge piece of gold. You can never know what you're gonna get. Here's a large gold ring I found with my Amphibio underneath the sidewalk. I had to dig for quite a while to get this one out because it was a banging target. I was very determined to get this target out because I was finding a lot of silver coins on that curb strip, and I kind of dug underneath somebody's driveway there, but let's not talk about that. 72. Gold can read up a very wide range of numbers, and they can sound different. You know, I'll put this ring on its edge right here, right? If it's laying flat, 72. If it's on its edge, 60s, and I'll sweep it over the other way here. Reads up even higher, right? Reads up even better on its edge, right? Gold ring reads up higher on most machines. White gold reads up higher than yellow gold because usually white gold is mixed like with some platinum or sometimes silver, or it has, if it's an odd shaped piece of gold, it'll read up higher. It'll just be kind of jumpy. Here's that gold ring I found with my Equinox. I did break this ring after I got it. I tried to pull the string off it to untie it, and it broke it. But here's a gold ring I found with my Equinox live digs. Pretty much most of these are live digs there. Doesn't read up very good unless I pinch it. If I pinch it together, heal it up, it's not reading up very good because it's still broken, right? See? It's a broken ring. Broken rings give you some really funky tones. Here's that gold ring with some white gold on it that I found with my Amphibio on Jewelry Hill. Was reading up 89 in the hole there, and then when I extracted it out, it was reading up 38 on the Amphibio. 40, 30 something. It's just really jumpy, right? Reads up really high when I got the white gold right directly to the coil there on its edge. 40 reads up nice and solid on its edge, right? But once I get it around like this, once I get it flat like that, it reads up really jumpy. I can't even see the numbers. It's just going so fast, right? Just so jumpy, right? Here's another honker right here, probably 5.5 grams or so. 50, right? Here's on its edge. I'll sweep it this way right here. If it's on its edge and you're not rotating under targets, you're gonna get a junky tone on gold if it's on its edge. Here's that silver ring with the $1,200 gemstone in it I found with my, I think my MXT or my MX Sport, one of the two. But I didn't know what I had until I got it home, or I got it to my buddy's house and we cleaned the back side of it, and it just, man, it just shined right up. I was like, oh, man, I gotta get that thing appraised. I got it appraised. $1,200 gemstone right there. 925 sterling silver, or 925 ring. Solid 50, right? Reads up really low because that thin gold ring. There's a small gold ring right here. 22, right? I'll put it on its edge. Reads up pretty solid 22. Here's another white gold ring here. 28, 29. Reads up kind of funky. You know, it's kind of jumpy a little bit there. But gold reads up funky when it's in the ground anyway. If you dig up those iffy targets, you're eventually going to get some gold, right? Because gold rings can be on their edge, and they just, the rings sound really weird when they're on their edge. Just through my years of experience, when rings are on their edge, they sound really junky, right? There's another gold ring here, right there, with a little bit of Black Hills gold on there. 22, another gold ring there, right? Here's that big honker, this honking gold ring. This is from Zales Jewelers, 14 karat, right there. 73, right? 73. Here's that pendant I found with my Amphibio, or maybe with my I think it was with my Simplex. And I've tried to go back a couple times to find that necklace because I knew that necklace could be in there, but the ground was so soggy. It was very, very wet when I dug this out of the ground. 22, 21. Get on this edge there, not even hitting it, right? Just barely hitting it. I am down on my gain, but it's not going to make too much difference when stuff's on their edge. You know, they're hard to find. I'm not going to do that one because that one's not a gold ring. Here's a small gold ring, kind of munched. 20, 21. It's very thin. Go on this edge here. Barely even hitting it, see? Barely hitting it. Here's a honking gold ring right here. It's a monster gold ring. Very thick. 46, 47. Put it on this edge. Reads up nice and solid. Sometimes when they're on their edge, those bigger gold rings read up better when they're on their edge. One way, right? I'll swing it over the other way here. Reads up lower. Reads up higher when it's on its edge, right? 45, 47, 45 flat, 47 on its edge. But it doesn't sound very good when it's when it's laying flat, right? It's kind of jumpy because it's right between one of the numbers there. Here's that 14 karat gold necklace that I bought from Jim right here. Jim gets a lot more bracelets and necklaces than me because Jim digs up some really crappy targets, man. He gets a lot of necklaces. I don't, because I don't dig up them super freaking... I won't dig up foil for 3 or 4 hours straight. I want to dig up some different stuff, right? But Jim will just dig up for foil hours and hours and hours. Jim digs up some crappy targets. And Jim usually gets more jewelry than me. Usually. Most of the time, Jim gets more jewelry than me. 18, 19, it's barely hitting it, man. I'll even bunch it together here, right? It's barely hitting it. 4 inches away, right? 19. Here's a small one I found. I found this one probably about 4 years ago. I think this is one of the first pieces of gold that I got with my Amphibio. It's almost impossible to find this, man. With most detectors, it's very difficult to find this one, right? And at 12 kilohertz frequency, the Simplex is doing really good on this target here, right? I'm right on top of that coil. 17. Solid 17, right? I'll put it on this edge. Nothing. Nothing, right? Those necklaces and bracelets are very difficult to find. Here's another gold ring here. I can't remember when I found this one. I think I found it last year. I think I found this with my Equinox. 34, right? I'll put it on this edge here. 32 on its edge. Another small little thin gold ring. See, 19, you get the drift here. It doesn't matter what the size of the gold ring. It doesn't matter what the carat of the gold ring. It doesn't matter how it's laying on its edge. They just read up all different, man. Jewelry hunting is a lot different than coin hunting. Because coin hunting, you know what you're hunting for. You know, you're hunting for that 64, 74, or 68, or 20, or whatever you're looking for. You know, coins read up pretty much the same. But with jewelry and gold, if you're going for jewelry and gold, and you just have to dig a lot of crappy stuff out of the ground. A lot of foil, a lot of pull tabs, a lot of junk. 22. Look at how small this gold 14 karat gold ring is compared to those other ones. And it's reading higher, right? Or about the same, right? So there's just no rhyme or reason to it, right? This one actually hits really good on its edge. Just amazing. Just such a small little gold ring like that reads up that high. Here's another really thin gold ring here with a jewel missing out of it. Look at how much bigger this gold ring is than that small little teeny one that I was just swinging, and it reads lower, right? Right? Just there's no rhyme or reason to it, man. This is the first gold ring that I found with my 7-inch MX Sport coil. The same coil that Jim uses on his MX7. 67, right? It can read up all different things. 76, 15, 76, 20s and 30s, 60s. It's just an odd shaped gold ring, right? Here's a silver ring right here I just found with my Equinox. I don't know how that got in there. But this is a silver ring I found with my Equinox a few weeks back, about a month ago or so. Just a silver ring. There's another gold ring I found with, I can't remember with which detector, but it has a heart in it. 21, 22, right? Very thin, small, little gold ring. 22, reads up the same as that big gold ring I just swept over it, right? So there's just no rhyme or reason to it, man. Here's a silver ring. Oh, I don't know how that got on there either. Little silver ring, 74. Sweep over some more gold here. 14 karat gold ring. I actually found this gold ring right here the same day as I found this gold right here, this big gold. I found them in different parts of the fairgrounds, but I found this one in the dump and this one in one of the other trashy areas at the Oregon State Fairgrounds right here. 42, right? I found those two with my MXT All Pro 4x6 coil. Small gold, right? Little Spinergies I found with my Amphibio. 20, right? It's reading the same numbers as those rings. So, and foil, you know, foil reads up really scratchy like this sometimes, you know, most of the time. Another little, I've actually found this with my MX Sport, or my Simplex right here. 19, right? That's small. I'll put it on this edge, right? Just a little whisper, right on, I'm on top of the coil right now. Right on top of the coil. If it's on this edge, those targets are almost impossible to find. I'm getting down there. Little heart pendant right here. 19, 20. The pendants read up a lot lower. I have a lot more pendants in my house, but I didn't want to bring them down. I didn't want to make this video too long. Another gold ring I found with my Amphibio on the curb strip. 22. White gold ring. Another gold ring right here, a small one. 20. I'll put it on this edge, right? Just whisper right on the coil, right? Right on the coil. Barely even hitting it. Got a couple more here. Here's the gold ring that Jim just gave me a couple weeks back. He found this one when we were hunting. 33, 32. It's pretty good size there. 3.4 grams. Another gold ring right here. 29. A smaller gold ring reading up high like that. Just weird, right? Is that it? No, there's one more in there. There's a medium-sized gold ring, about 3.5, 4 grams. 30. I'll put it on this edge. Reads up about the same. I'll sweep it this way. Barely even hitting it, right? If you swing it on that way. That's why you rotate on your targets, man. Is that it? There's a bunch of pull tabs for you. This is some of the silver I found with my Simplex. The Simplex is a killer on silver, man. I'm telling you. That's just some of the silver I found. This is actually my first silver with the Simplex right there. I don't clean up my silver. I usually don't even look at it. I just throw it in a bucket. There's some gold for you. There's not any rhyme or reason to what gold's going to read up. A lot of times it can read up really high when it's in the ground, or it can read up really low or really junky when it's in the ground. So if you're not getting any gold, join the crowd, man. I don't really get much gold too. So, you know, because I don't dig up a lot of super iffy targets, you know, and the foil, you know, most of those rings sound just like foil when they're in the ground. So we have to dig out pounds and pounds and pounds and handfuls and bagfuls and bucketfuls of freaking junk to get gold. It's just, that's how it is, you know. To get treasure, you have to dig out a lot of junk. And I show you that in my videos, you know. With the silver, you know, silver's really evident with the Simplex. With most machines, pretty much most machines, they're pretty evident. Silver coins, silver rings, silver jewelry, they read up. You kind of know what you're digging up, you know. I think it's fun digging out coins, you know, because you do get rings, junk jewelry and stuff when you're digging out coins. And it's just something to do. You know, gold rings come when they want to. You know, you have to be in certain spots to get gold rings. And usually when you find gold rings, they're in trashy spots. I have a lot of pull tabs and a lot of coins. So it's good to clean out the ground, get all the coins out, you know, because clad is good. Clad's fun. It keeps you busy. But, you know, to get gold in really trashy spots, you have to clean out the area. All the bottle caps, all the pull tabs, all those freaking crunchy, wasted zinc coins have to come out of the ground, right? On the way there, you're going to get jewelry. You're going to get jewelry, you know. I'm sure you'll get just handfuls of junk jewelry before you get that first gold ring, right? I've seen a lot of guys swing their Simplex for the first day ever. Many, many times. Just a couple weeks ago, Gary took one of our friends who was just learning how to metal tech. He bought a Simplex and he wanted to go out and test it. So we took him to a trashy permission and bam, second target was a silver coin, right? Happens all the time. You know, the Simplex is just a killer on the silver coins, man. It's a killer on pretty much anything, you know, but you got to dig the foil out. You got to dig the junk out to get the treasure. I know it's hard to hear that, you know, if you've dug up a lot of foil and you're not getting any gold. Just continue digging that junk out and you'll eventually get that gold. You know, I don't go to a place expecting to get gold. I don't go to a place expecting to get silver. You can kind of tell, though, if there's a lot of trash, you're going to get some silver. You're going to get maybe some gold. Maybe some gold. But there's jewelry everywhere, man. That junk jewelry is just everywhere. Because people just lose it. Wherever there's coins and pull tabs and bottle caps, there's going to be some jewelry. And once in a while, that gold jewelry pops out when you're digging all that trash out. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.